Next up for us is St Mirren at home in the League Cup. Could this be our first competitive win of the season?
Penalty to Rangers.
4 competitive games, 0 wins, dumped out of Europa League qualifying, and somehow I still think Rangers are beating St Mirren on Sunday. It's been a horrible start to the season. There's no point trying to dress it up as anything else. We've drawn 2, lost 2, the performances haven't been good enough, and already there's a bit of pressure starting to build. But I've just got a feeling this is where we finally get that first win. We're back at Ibrox, we're hurting after what's happened over the last couple of weeks, and we need to win a game at some point, so it might as well come in the most pointless cup in Scottish football. And yes, St Mirren are actually the current holders, so maybe they'll disagree with me on that one, but getting through is important now. It doesn't really matter what competition it is. Rangers desperately need something positive to happen. What's interesting with McInnes so far is that I don't think he's settled on his best team yet. He's been changing the starting 11 quite a lot, and he's also been using his substitutes during games rather than just sitting there hoping something changes. To me, it looks like he's still experimenting. He's trying different players, different combinations, and trying to work out who he can actually trust going forward. And when you mix that with some really poor individual performances and the injuries we've already picked up, I still can't put all of this on McInnes. I know some Rangers fans are already getting frustrated with him, and I completely understand why. 4 competitive games without a win is unacceptable for Rangers, but we've also got a new manager trying to figure out a squad that clearly still has quite a few problems in it. There's players in this team who just haven't been good enough so far. There's been a lack of awareness, a lack of movement, and at times we look like a team of players who've never actually played together before. Nobody seems to want to take responsibility and just drive forward with the ball. Everything feels a little bit hesitant, and when the confidence is already low, every mistake suddenly feels 10 times bigger. That's why I think one convincing win could make such a difference. Football can change really quickly. You win one game, score a few goals, keep a clean sheet, and suddenly players start taking chances they wouldn't have taken the week before. That's what I'm hoping happens here. I don't suddenly expect Rangers to turn into an incredible team overnight, but I'd love to see us put somebody away comfortably and actually build a bit of confidence. St Mirren certainly aren't going to come to Ibrox and make it easy for us either. They're the holders of this competition, and while Rangers have been stumbling through the opening weeks of the season, St Mirren have actually started their league campaign well, so this isn't some guaranteed victory just because we're at home. If Rangers turn up and play the way we have in spells during these first 4 games, we could easily be heading out of another competition. But I'm expecting a reaction. There needs to be a bit of anger about this performance. We've gone 4 games without winning. We've been knocked out of Europa League qualifying. We've already dropped 5 points in the league. At some point, these players have to look at each other and decide enough is enough. And playing at Ibrox in a cup game against St Mirren feels like a pretty good opportunity to do that. I'm not even demanding some flawless performance. Obviously, I'd love us to come out, dominate the game and win 3 or 4-0. But right now, I'll take progress, move the ball quicker, actually run at defenders, stop making basic mistakes at the back, show a bit of urgency, give us something that actually looks like Rangers are starting to understand what McInnes wants from them, then hopefully everything starts clicking from there. So despite everything I've said about Rangers over these opening 4 games, I'm actually going into Sunday strangely confident. I think we'll win. We're at home, the players know how badly they need it, and McInnes knows a victory would take a bit of pressure off everyone. Hopefully this is the game we look back on as the moment our season finally started. I'm going Rangers 2-0. Surely we've got to win one eventually.